Okay, let's add another item to the shelf, shall we? Let's put the very first ever Dead or Alive merchandise on the shelf. So yeah, we're getting back to the collection videos, and we've got the lights set up and everything, and I even decided to turn on the ones that I had back there. I almost messed up today. I went out and I found the same kind of lights, the eco lights, and I almost bought them for the shelf, and it would have been a catastrophe because there were 6 of them, and I said, oh, that's great, that's what I need. Luckily, I noticed before I bought them that they were only white lights. They were not the cool blue reds, the 11 spectrum color lights that we need. This is pretty cool. It cost about $50. I picked it up today, and it is going to be the very first piece of Dead or Alive merchandise that I have ever personally owned. I love Dead or Alive. I absolutely love it. I feel like it is the greatest fighting game, the literal best fighting game I have ever played. Hands down, without a doubt, no question at all. Absolutely love it. I think it is easily the greatest fighting game that I have ever seen. And I don't have any merchandise from Dead or Alive. Now, this is technically from Ninja Gaiden, and that I count as part of the Dead or Alive universe. Now, you notice I didn't say that that Dead or Alive is part of Ninja Gaiden universe. No. As far as I'm concerned, Dead or Alive is a big enough property now, personally, the way I see it, it's a big enough property now that I believe that expansively, Hayabusa is now a part of the Dead or Alive universe, not the other way around. Let's take a look at her, shall we? Because she's definitely going on the shelf, but this is a piece of official. As far as I am aware, this is part of an official collection. This is from a company called Craftsmanship Kotobukiya, and what I have seen of these figures, not just of her, but what I've seen of these figures, they're pretty solid. And they're a professional line. They're a decent line of collectibles. This is, if I'm not mistaken, let me guarantee it here. Yeah, it's a PVC statue, and I've of course never opened it. I just got it, so we're gonna open it. I'm gonna show, I'll show you what it looks like as we put it up there, and we talk a little bit about Dead or Alive in general. Okay, so let me unbox this thing. Okay, so you know me, driving collectors crazy. Here's the box. I opened it. Now, let's get in here and let's see what this figure looks like. Shall we? I will grab this over here. We'll cut the tape. There we are. Done. Uncut. Done. And there she is, and she feels incredible. I know that's weird to say, but like, it's almost, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it to you. This is nice. I can already tell before we even get started. Here's all this plastic shit. Take the plastic off her feet. Throw that down there. It looks like her foot goes here. Okay, that's going to clip in that way, and then the other foot is going to go, ooh, this is going to be, okay. Oh, almost got her. Okay, putting her on the base, a little rough. Her legs need to kind of bend into position a little bit. It's almost like probably heat over time kind of closed her up a little bit, but she's not supposed to stand like that. She's supposed to stand a little more open, and there she is. Holy shit. That is nice. That is exceptionally nice. I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera now and just kind of show her off as I talk about her. One of the things that's really catching my attention here, I really like this feature along her legs and everything like that. This is super nice. Like, it has an actual texture to it. You can feel the little chain links, the little net. Her boots are pretty damn solid. Her arm is solid. The pose is a little bit funky. I'm not going to lie about that. The scarf actually sits on top and is a nice effect in general. Her hand is open in a way that made me feel like maybe there was supposed to be a sword involved, but there is no sword. The hair actually comes and lifts off of the face, and there's a bandana underneath. The eyes are very well sculpted. There's even a hint of makeup and lipstick on the figure in general. I love the breastplate design. The color is really, really fine. In fact, there's this really cool flower pattern, like, that goes all the way up, like a leaf pattern or something like that. The body work is exceptional on this thing. Overall, this is a wonderful, wonderful piece. No joke. This thing is going to be 100% knockout on the stand. The only thing I can tell you, however, is that she seems like she's kind of big. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it will affect how we put her on the shelf. Okay, you got a decent little look at her. Not going too out of here one way or another, but you got a decent look at her. You got an idea of what it is. I absolutely love Dead or Alive. I love this stand that she came with that looks kind of like finished wood, which is going to look real nice on the shelf. Her form, everything about this is really, really solid. And it's the first piece of merchandise that I have been able to collect from Dead or Alive. It's funny how much I love this series and how little, I won't even say little, how much nothing I have of it. Like, I have nothing of this franchise. It is mind-blowing to me that I've never put a single Dead or Alive figure of any kind on the shelf. And maybe that's because I hadn't really gotten too serious about collecting this kind of stuff yet. Now, when she does go on the shelf, she's probably going to have to go okay, she can go about this level, and that's not bad because that's a decent level. That's where I'm keeping some of the Play Arts Kais and things like that, and I very well may move Gray Fox down, another thing that's made it to the shelf that we haven't talked about yet, because there are some guys that made it onto the shelf that we haven't discussed yet. Look, this video is not meant to be long. I just meant to kind of show her off and say that she's going on the shelf and say that she's a solid piece. That is all we needed to do for this video, because I could talk about Dead or Alive forever if you want the truth of it. And I could give big, long stories, but hey, maybe later on we actually do a Dead or Alive video, and then we'll figure that part out for ourselves. So for right now, Ayane has been added into the collection. And I'm gonna get out of here. I have spoken. Take what you will from it.